always something, isn't there? Always something. Alright guys, well, I'm going to have a crack at doing some videos again. I think I've had a long enough rest now, it's getting a bit stupid. I mean, if I tab over to my talking points for this episode, wow, it's quite a list. I mean, what, it's been 2 months? 2 months? For those who haven't seen the channel before, they know, well, you won't know, because you haven't seen the channel before, I put sounds on the doors. And obviously this doesn't have sounds on the doors, just little things you pick up on. But as for the Thornton Farm save game, those who were watching, I think I mentioned it in one of the last videos that Seasons Mod had updated. Some idiot had took it, uploaded it somewhere. Oh dear, hang on. God bless mute. Yeah, somebody took it, uploaded it somewhere, so they wrote some code into it that every save game that used it previously wouldn't work with the moving forward sort of thing. So the save game's lost. I don't know. There'll be a way to save it, I suppose, but until then, we're playing the MR series. Yeah, but I just fancied changing out the dice for something else. MR's been running a little while now, so over on FS UK, the links to his Google Drive and such like to get your hands on it. One of the links from FS UK took you to somewhere else. There's like a data bank thing that people are doing now. It's really cool. Any mod that you MR, if you can upload the XML, other people can use it. Because all we need is the XML. Jarrell has made a folder. It's like a separate mod. And you stick it in your mod folder. And then you just put the XML in there. And it overrides the default or the original sort of thing. You don't have to completely MR the thing like that anymore. It's nice. Because you can chuck MR into a save game and take it out and you don't have to mess about with everything else. It's a nice touch, really nice touch. Nice easy way of sharing everything as well. It's good, I like it. And this was one of the things that was in there. Yeah, John Deere 7810. I like the 7810s, I don't know why, there's something about them. And everybody who's had one before in real life will tell you it's a really, really good tractor. So, why the hell not? But it does seem to be end up with a John Deere doing some ploughing work, because that's what we've got to do today. Not that you can actually see the field. That's going to annoy me so much. I don't even know if it has dynamic hoses on it. I've not checked the XML yet. Oh, this doesn't. That's just giants. It's all pretty much default gear. This is similar to where we left it on the last MR when I did, but I've already picked those up because I wanted to have a mess about with them. I've had short person over for a couple of days, so there was no real time to do a quiet recording. As she's getting older, she's getting louder. A lot louder. You come around the corner and you see this 4-bottom. Oh my god, it'll take forever. There's a good chance that's just going to get put on hired worker. Because I do believe I'm using the AI vehicle extension. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of auto combine and auto tractor rolled into one big ball of loveliness. Pretty sure. But yeah, we shall see soon. But it's not going to work because I need to do some new things out here, right? What the hell? I presume that'll sort his life out when we hitch up to it. What else we got? Oh, a little tedder. And a rake. I've already done the rake. Hang on a minute. Did I use this? I think I used this. I remember messing about with it. I got it so the arms go up separately. Kind of. Yeah. It was buggy as hell, but it did kind of work. And I put hoses on it. I wonder, in theory, I should be able to swap that XML. I'll take the XML that Gerald's done for this, stick it in that databank thing with the mod name of mine, and it might work. This is all new to me. This is the first time I've played with it today. So I've not got it off by heart yet. But there are tutorials out there. I believe it's Flatlander who's doing the tutorials for it. Very cool, very cool. I swapped the Massey Combine out for the case as well. This just looks cool. And I fancied playing with it in MR. It means like, the combines are sort of the first ones I've come across where you can actually stick the shifter in reverse and it goes in reverse. It's just they've got different reverse gears on a lot of tractors. Very few of them only have one. So it leaves it in a gear and then you hit a shuttle. That's the theory behind that. Though I am having something curious going on with the John Deere. But we'll get around to that. What else we got over here? I don't think we've got much at all. I'm very tempted to go get a bigger plough. Well, this is Old Ridge Farm anyway. Oh, you don't get a description anymore, do you? Oh, do you? Nope. Wah, wah. It is whip at the moment. I believe they're still tweaking it and fiddling with it. And I've managed to break it. Starting a new game, that green linery shouldn't happen. I'm good like that, aren't I? But yeah, fun times, fun times. Anyway, what have I been up to? Like I say, it's 2 months. Well, we started off just by having a break from YouTube. Ended up having a break from the computer. It was, I think about a month, it was, well, unstarted. She was left to dust. All this wonderful equipment just abandoned. The chair I'm currently sitting in, I had my washing on it for, I'm pretty sure, 3-4 weeks. It just straight up abandoned. Shorty has been to America for a month, 4 weeks. Came back. She went with her mother. All that went down. And I got so much done. There was some Ark Ragnarok in there. We played about with that when that got released. That was pretty cool. It's just Ark in a different world. I don't know, I've kind of overplayed on Ark at the minute. But it's coming up to a main release though. They are going to be releasing it shortly. That's going to be pretty cool. Love the Seasons mod. That's kind of trippy. That really is kind of trippy. Wow. Yeah, that's going to make me dizzy. Are they all doing it? Oh, we're stood directly onto the... That's interesting. Yeah. Cool, so if you stand actually side, it's probably done that since the word go, hasn't it? It's kind of got a wave going through it, but when you see it from the side like this, you see the wave. When you see it from another angle, it just looks like the branches are moving. That's cool. Cheeky, cheeky. It worked, though. But yeah, so what do we do? Ragnarok. Motorbike, that was a big project. I took the gearbox out. Since I've got it, really, it's been finding false neutrals. Doing my research, it was... the gearbox was warm. On a motorbike, they've got things called dogs. It's not the same as a car gearbox, because of just the way it works. And they sort of engage and secure the gears. When you flick the lever, it fires it round and pushes them around, and yeah, it makes it so it's quick. It's got to move quite a long way, but these sort of like tabs stick out, and they call them dogs, and they catch earlier on, so the gear can then slide in properly, but it'll work already, sort of thing. That's kind of about it. Anyway, they wear, and instead of being flush level, they end up having a slight slope to them, so when you try and engage it, instead of biting, hold and sliding together, they push each other apart. It happens at high revs. Or happens more at high revs. It's just from wear and tear. I think the bike's got 40,000 miles on it. So yeah, it was done. Anyway, stripped it down, put the new one in. Oh, what an awesome machine. It was definitely the dogs. But there was also, I serviced it just before I put it back on the road. It's been off the road now for 2-3 years. And there was a nice chunk of metal hanging out the bottom. And something in my brain didn't compute right, so I carried on riding it. And then parked it up when my brain sorted itself out. It's the clutch, I thought, sort of was between the back wheel and the gearbox. So if that piece of metal jumped up into my gears and the back wheel locked, I could pull the clutch and free the wheel off. No. No, 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 no. The clutch is between the engine and the gearbox. So if that lovely piece of metal had jumped up and jammed in my gearbox, I'd be dead. No. Not fun. But anyway, we survived that fuck up. And found the offending piece of metal, but I'm not the first person in there. Now, there were actually 2 of the little buggers in there, and when you put them together, they sort of had a cutout in them, so they matched up to a shaft. Now, the only shaft that they had the right sort of profile for was the selector shaft. There was nothing broken on any of the mounts for the selector shaft. I believe it passed through 3 pieces. No, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it passes through 3 pieces of the engine. That's like walls inside. That's what holds it all in one place. And none of those 3 pieces had any damage to them. So it's a new bottom end. Complete new bottom end. Somebody has broken that bike well and truly. Poor thing. But yeah, since we got it all back together, God, it's running so well. It's a completely different bike. It's one of the bearings have gone as well. It's such a difference. Wonderful thing to ride, and it's been pissing it down for about a week now. Thanks, Weller. Love you too. Sod off. It's even crap in game. What is this? Is it stalking me? Ah, dear. Oh, that's the motorbike done. Right, the push bike as well. It'll do. The push bike, got that last year for riding about, took them with the daughter. This year I have made a couple of investments to it. Number one, hydraulic disc brakes. Finally found some cheap ones, and they're actually pretty good. So this is that issue I was having with Seasons Mod. It's like chops when you start the game, it slices the map, levels everything, and then it kind of grows up. But for some reason, it's attacked the grass down here. I don't think it should affect grass, should it? I don't know. I have to fast forward it though, and it does grow back. So, a couple of in-game days, and everything will be as it should, apart from the fields which have crops on. Oh, we can have a wander down there, and I'll show you them. But yeah, push bike, disc brakes, Clark's. They were on Amazon, 40 quid. Nice hydraulics, really good reviews, and it makes such a difference. I had mechanical disc brakes on it, and I cleaned them up. I couldn't find new pads for them because they're a weird brand, which was a shame. I tried the scratching a bit of the surface off, cooking them. I could not get them to lock and or break really well at all. And it's been bugging me for a while because it is dangerous if you can't stop the bike. And that of emergency stopping was not happening. See what I mean? This is the issue. It's not flattening it at all. Something's amiss. I don't know what. I'll have to mention it to Darren. Find out if he's had this issue as well. That's giving it some, innit? Yeah, cool. But yeah, and we also got some new forks, because the forks I had were shagged. I ended up getting some Fox forks, which are really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, which ones are there? I can't remember. Either way, there should have been a lot more than what I paid for them. The problem was, on one of the legs, it snapped a bit off the bottom, so it wouldn't seal and hold oil anymore. But there was enough there to sort of centre itself on the actual leg. It's got a stanchion. Stanchion? No, it's the inner part, the damper bit. It's the bottom of the damper. I can't remember which one. I don't think it was the air cylinder, it's the other leg. It's been a while since I've had the diagrams up for it all now. Anyway, there was enough there to sort of drill it, tap it, put a new bolt in and re-secure it. Put oil back in and make everything happy, happy, happy. And yeah, really good set of forks. Really good. And yeah, just basically pimped my bike out a bit more. And what else did I do? I got something else. New derailleurs? Why did I get new? That's why the original discs had the quick shifters built into them, into the brake handles. So I had to get new brake. Well, I got new brakes because it's hydraulic discs, dumbass. New shifters. So I got some older style shifters that are a little bit more friendly. I don't know why. I'm weird, but I prefer them. Job's good. What else did we get up to? A Caravan. I've acquired a Caravan. For years I've been reading the rules wrong on what you're allowed to tow without getting the special trailer license. It sort of reads that you can have a vehicle up to 3.5 ton and then a 750 kilogram trailer. And I just assumed that it was a 750 kilogram trailer. It's not. It's a 750 kilogram trailer while your weight is at 3.5 ton. There's a bit of a grey area as your weight of your vehicle starts coming down. But I don't quite understand it because I'm presuming, well, you're better off playing safe with this one. But that's the way to get your trailer sort of locks at 750 when your vehicle goes above 750. So when you add the 750 to it and you get 3.5 ton. Your trailer will lock at 750 there, but your vehicle can obviously get heavier. Now below that, you can have a heavier trailer, which is what I didn't read properly. My brain didn't compute this. You can have on the road 3.5 ton, basically, trailer and car combined, or you can have a 3.5 ton car and a 750 gram trailer. So the best way to play that one is to keep your trailer at 750 if your vehicle is at 2.75 ton. Yeah. However, my car only weighs 1,300, so that gives me 1,700 kilograms to play with. and I have acquired a Caravan that's rated around 675 kilograms empty, about 800 full. So yeah, I'm not even at 2 ton on the road, give or take. Oh, that's a lie, isn't it? Yeah, depends what I've got in it, and there ain't much. The awning I've got is ridiculously lightweight. I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. It's about as big as my monitor. If that, when it's all packed up. There is no weight to it. It's awesome. It's a little eldest wisp, 352 berth. It's perfect for me, the dog and the young'un. Champion. So we've been having a bit of fun with that. I've had a couple of weekends away. Obviously the rain has now put the end to that. I wouldn't have minded going this weekend, but it's going to piss it down, so no, I'd sooner stay home. The thing about being home is, we are perfectly kitted out here to handle wet weather. If you're in the middle of a field, you're not kitted out to handle wet weather, and the Caravan is so small. It's alright to sleep in and maybe do a little bits and pieces. It's no fun for a 4-year-old to play in. There's not enough space. And because it's such a small Caravan, I haven't got a full-size awning because there's a front slope to them on the roof, which makes it a real biatch to get a full-size awning to fit the full length. So it's maybe a 3/4. It's a half to sort of 2/3, 3/4 sort of length of it with this awning. So tiny Caravan, tiny awning, not enough space for a short person to run around in. That's the gist I'm getting at. So yeah, wet weather in the Caravan, not so much fun. We did have experience with that on the second weekend, and as I said on the Friday night, if it's going to rain tomorrow, I'm out of here. But it didn't. It was sunny, and we had a hell of a time. It was really good. Dog included. I don't know where the hell he is at the minute. All I used to do is licking his knackers on the sofa. I wish I didn't know where he was. Oh my god. Right, put this to work then. See if I can remember what I'm doing here. This is using up some different features now. The big one is the gearbox has handbrake, and it also has the 4-wheel drive and the diffs. So you don't need drive. Well, I don't particularly need drive control anymore, or the handbrake mod, which is nice. And I've already put the sounds onto the gearbox because it's just shit I like doing. And this should be ready to go. Why are you not moving, dear? Why is it locked in neutral? That's why it's locked in neutral. There we go. Ah, so neutral hangs on. Ha ha ha! Which gears can I change without? Nope, not that one. That one, right. Now, the crack with a John Deere is... Let's have a little look, shall we? Well, that's not what I was expecting. I think there's 4 or 5 transmissions you can get in a 7810. This one's currently set up with, I think it's a half power shift. You've got 4 gears and 5 ranges. So A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 1, 2, 3, 4 I can go through without a clutch. To change a range you need to dip the clutch. But looking at the inside of this cow, what's that? 3, 5, 7. The fuck? There's no like confusing somebody, is there? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Jesus. I'll have to do a bit more research. But at the minute, that's when it's running. You can see from the panel on the window. What we're in the minute, E's lowest range. So, E's highest range. Dumbass. There we go. Right. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's go pick this plough up. I do like the fact that even though you don't clutch it, the revs do change. This mod is just going so well. The problem I have now though is I do need to have a shuttle. And I haven't got one easy to hand. Come on. Here we go. That should be close enough. Right, that's because I've also tweaked the gearbox mod so I can use the shifter as sort of, you don't put it into gears like a flick paddle sort of thing. I need to be careful. Neutral, handbrake. There we go. It's a project I'm working on. I want to get it running right before I mention that I've actually even fucked about with it. No hoses. Oh well. Minor problem. Right then. You come up. Wow, they were quick. This is supposed to be MR. Maybe a bit too quick. Right then, so shuffle. Head in a forwardly direction. Handbrake off. Clutch up. No, because we're in neutral. There we go. Yeah, I've got the neutral button set so I can put it in as it is into a neutral gear, otherwise I can't find one. Is this going to come round there? Yes, we're alright. Plan is run this to the shop by the Caravan. Haha! We're already at 20 minutes. Wow. What else would I get to then? Okay, so yeah, heading from my talking points. Car MOT. He smashed it. Sailed straight through. So happy about that. I have been doing some work to it anyway, because with the Caravans they've started doing new, well it's not a new hitch, but it's new to me. When we were kids like and everybody was going Caravan, I don't think they were out then. It's called an Alcor hitch. It's pretty sweet design. Come on, get up these ranges. There we go. And it basically acts as a stabiliser. It stops the sort of seesawing and side to side and can help protect against fishtailing. Now some people, wow, have said that they don't so much protect against fishtailing as hide the evidence that it's about to start fishtailing. Which then causes you another problem, because you don't sort of get any warning that it's going to start fishtailing, it just does. Well, that apparently happens with stabilisers as well. Bit of this, bit of that. Either way, I don't have an Alcor hitch on my Caravan, so I needed to acquire a stabiliser. Luckily the old boy had a stabiliser from back when they used to go caravanning. They now use a motorhome. So I've robbed that. The Caravan did have a bracket on it. I just need to sort out one for the car. Now, I thought I'd be clever when I got a tow bar on my car. I went for a swan neck. Yeah. Real smart ass idea that was. It looked good on the car, but they don't really make brackets for stabilisers. There's only one I could find. It cost me 40 quid. To put it on it, it looked fucking horrible. It kind of worked. I'm not entirely sure how. I thought it would have twisted. But we did go... oh, about an hour and a half with the Caravan on the back for a weekend away at a steam rally. And it worked. Okay, it did work. It made a big difference to towing the Caravan. But I found out more about that on the second weekend. Right, forwardly direction. Oh, my legs! I should stop folding them underneath me. Right then, neutral off, manual, let's roll. Yeah, there we go. Park you up, turn you off for a minute. Shut the door. Fake the sound. Yeah, peace out. Right, I need Caravan. In theory, this should be the MR one, because if MR is in the mod folder and the vehicle that you're wanting to, yeah, if MR's in the mod folder and the vehicle that you're buying has already been converted either by a Dural in the main mod or has an XML in the databank, it will be MR. But there's no evidence anywhere else. It doesn't say like it used to do. It would be loaded like that bottom data vehicles tools or blah blah blah. It would be MR. Something would say it was MR, didn't it? I'm sure it did. You knew anyway. You don't really know this time, but I've already checked. He has converted this, so this should be MR. Should be. We'll find out. It's a plough, so if it's not MR, it should have a real nasty effect on the tractor. Yeah, that's cool. There's no visual changes. It's all scripting behind the magic. But yeah, anyway, that bracket I used for a stabiliser, I ended up chopping it, the part where the stabiliser slides into, off. I had some sort of an old metal steel ladder. It was only a little thing, but I managed to chop that up and it was perfect size to make a bracket that came out. And I welded that to the front of it because I have purchased an arc welder. Ha! Oh, I've deprived myself for so long. I really should have bought an arc welder a long time ago. But yeah, magic. Welded that up. Works beautifully. It looks so much better on the back of the car. I just need to spray it because I haven't sprayed it yet and it's already gone rusty. That's something I need to do. But again, shit weather. The other place I've really got dry to do any sort of spraying's in the garage, and it feels dampish in there. It's not actually damp, it's just because it's not sealed. Yeah, it's the usual garage sort of thing. They're not the driest places in the world. By the way, for drying paint, it's cold as well. It's not great. It's not great weather, shall we say. And it does involve stripping it back off the car. It's a minor problem. But yeah, got all that sorted. The Caravan the stabiliser does make a big difference. We went on a short trip, like from where the Caravan's stored to a farm. It's about 2 minutes down the road. And I thought, it's 2 minutes down the road, I won't bother putting a stabiliser on it. Wow. Seesawing, twisting on the bumps and stuff, and just nasty. Put the stabiliser on the return trip, so much better. So it really does have an effect. But I say with the fishtailing and stuff, it's going to hide it until it happens, sort of thing. But fishtailing only really happens when you're doing stupid speeds. You've loaded your Caravan wrong. Mine's not really loaded with anything. And yeah, you sort of cause your own problems with fishtailing. Well, she tows really, really well. Fine and dandy. And the car, to say it's a 168 valve, does a splendid job with it. How's that for an unused word? Splendid. Anyway, right, before we pick this part, I'm going to finish this talking points thing. Right, storage as well. Back where I used to live years ago was on a farm. I had a static caravan. I had a big double shed. It used to be like stables. So I had 2 of them. It was all full of crap. I have got that emptied now. That particular money now pays for the caravan storage, which worked out really, really well. Right, next talking point. Number 7. Dark and Light. That's a new game that's been released on Steam. It's very similar to Ark, but it has magic. It's cool, but it's definitely buggy as hell. But you can have a lot of fun with it. We'll see how that one develops. I'm hoping for a lot, because that would be really cool. The magic side of that is just wow. I hope somebody can pull that out basically and stick it in Ark. That would be awesome. Electrocuting a frickin' raptor. Oh, the joys. But not like with a cattle prod or anything. Actually bringing down the forces of heaven and hell and fuck you, you annoying little shit. Enough of that. Mod contest. Oh god, I missed the whole thing. There's a couple of nice touches to it as well. I have no idea what they are now, because I looked at it 2-3 weeks back, something like. This is the second sort of video I've done saying I'm coming back. The first one was a complete fail. The recorded audio was only outputting on the left channel, which was a real fuzzy thing to hear in your head. None of the software I have would actually put it into mono, which was a bit stupid and really fucking annoying. So that, and there's also the issue with the tractors. They were the Massey Ferguson's mod contest. Yes, really fucking loud. So they kind of ruined the recording. Everything sort of matched up and it just went to shit. I am probably going to do a voiceover for that clip though, because there was some quite nice bits. But I've lost the save game that it was going to get used on, so we'll see. We'll see how that one pans out. Mod contest. Cattle and Crops. The demo for Cattle and Crops has been released and the screen continuously updated. There is actually a new version out which I need to go and play with. I haven't played with it since they put the ploughs in. Or was it the plough that came first? I can't remember. When it first came out I played it and I haven't been on it since. I think now there's ploughing and some other bits. So definitely worth a look at. The beard. Oh yes, the beard. I've managed to grow a beard. I've been away that long. My beard is now around 3 inches long. I can put a plait in it. It's that long. But it's not a full face beard. It's like a goatee that's been left to grow wild. It looks cool. I reckon so anyway. Everybody else probably thinks I'm a turd. And I'm not really bothered. End of the day, I can always shave it off. Yes, Annabelle has figured out how to make it work to her advantage though. She will grab it and drag Daddy where she wants Daddy to be. If Daddy's ignoring her and talking to somebody else, Daddy is redirected. Luckily, it's not too straggly, so if she gets a good enough grip, it doesn't really hurt, I just move. So far. Obviously, the longer it gets, the straggly it's going to get. The joys of being old and grey. Or silver, in fact. But when you're pulling out a 4-inch silver hair, 3-inch, it's ridiculous. It's weird. I always thought greys were greys. like snow coloured. They're not. Those things are shiny as hell. They're like metallics. Now I understand why my dad calls himself the Silverback. I just can't believe I'm nearly as grey as he is. He's nearly 60. I've only turned 30. It's not fair. It's been a hard life. My advice, don't get married. Or at least don't marry the wrong women. We're talking about the wife. We are good friends now. So the sad situation has come out quite good. Just, she's happy, the other one's happy, I'm happy, we're all happy. We're apart, but we're happy. Which is a lot better than when we're together and unhappy. So happy days. Right then, that's the talking points all dealt with, I think. Emma, let's play this. Right, talking points are done with, so this is going to be... I don't know how many videos to do. I really don't. I don't know if to do 2 a week, 1 a week or what. I think this week it's going to be this video and only this video. Next week I'm going to try and do 2. And hopefully try and get them out continuously on a Tuesday and a Thursday. This should give me enough time around living life to actually do videos. Because I've been playing on this, sort of setting it up and tinkering about with mods and that, and it's fun. I enjoy this. I really do. I've been away from it an hour, so it's fresh and new. Just old issues. It's weird. I don't like it because it's quiet. I'll see what I can do with that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. Sort of a chat about where I've been, what I've been doing, and where I'm going to be going from. If I can't get that save game recovered, we'll probably just carry on with this and start doing it all MR then. It's a good excuse to go full MR, in fairness. We'll see. We shall see. Pete sacked me anyway. I've been away too long. You can't go away well for this long. Don't expect to... I expect to have a job when you come back. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you all on Tuesday next week. Tuesday for the next episode. We're going to get stuck in with the plough. Crack on. See what we're getting up to. Hopefully the weather's going to clear. Oh, another little thing. Fast forward. Pretty sure with seasons there's limits. It does not like the 1200 million thing. So I've adjusted it down a bit. If you open up the LUA inside the fast forward zip, there is one number that corresponds to the number that changes to in the top corner, and you can tweak it. I just took the 1 off and it's now 2000. I believe that is seasons friendly in single player. I'm pretty sure in single player it's 6000. It doesn't like fast forwarding faster than 6000. They recommend slower is better. No, that's 120. 2000. I can live with 2000. You know, that's a good idea. I could probably put a toggle on the keyboard. I've got a load of macro buttons. So, lock it. Ha! Joys! Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all on Tuesday. Later.